Namaste to all my Apollonians, to all the chosen ones, to the people who are going to change this world one day. You have clicked on this video automatically, meaning that you understand that in order to change this world, you must first go within, that you must reach enlightenment, that you must close your eyes, find the light within, and become the light itself so that you can be the light for everyone around you, so that you can be like the Buddha, so that you can be like Jesus, so you can be like all of these prophets who have touched the lives of so many people, who have made their lives better, have made them smile, and have made the world a better place. For this episode of How to Meditate, I decided to switch it up. And instead of it being me meditating with my shirt off, because you all seem to love that in the last video, I decided to have my friend Josh here attempt to meditate for the full 10 minutes. Now, don't worry, I will be back in the next video. If you really do want more of me, you can click the link in the description, and you can subscribe to my OnlyFans where I do meditate naked. Now, I had Josh attempt to meditate for the 10 minutes. I say attempt because she did open her eyes multiple times and never really got into deep meditative states, or at least a state that I am able to achieve in these videos. But for educational purposes, I thought this would be perfect to demonstrate how meditating can be in the beginner stages. She explained to me afterwards that it is definitely harder than it looks, and that her back was hurting her. And that's why I cannot stress it enough that before you even think about closing your eyes, that you make sure you are in a comfortable sitting position. It doesn't have to be the lotus position. You can sit crisscross applesauce, just however you can sit and be completely comfortable while keeping good posture. You want to make sure that your spine is completely erect. This is very imperative because your spine is what connects you to the universe, sends information to the universe, and connects you to the source. The bad posture may have been the reason for why she was having such a difficult time. You will not be able to focus on your breath, relax, and reach deeper states of meditation if the only thing you can think of and the only thing you can focus on is how much your back, your shoulders, your legs, or your arms hurt. Here, her spine isn't completely erect. She is slouching a bit. Her arms are hanging at her sides, which granted she did because she wanted to feed the squirrel while she meditated. But her hands hanging like that were only causing unnecessary tension in her muscles that hindered her from completely relaxing. Normally, your hands should be resting right on top of your legs. You want to be as relaxed as possible in order to meditate properly, because essentially you are going to fall asleep sitting upright. Every breath should release more and more tension and make you feel more and more relaxed. Which brings me to the second thing that might have hindered her performance, her breathing. It looks as if she is just breathing normally, but when going to meditation, you want to take deep breaths. Deep breaths through your nose, feeling your body expand as you inhale, and then exhaling through your mouth and feeling your body contract. You should feel more and more relaxed as you repeat this process, and you should be focusing on your breath. Jaws here was only breathing through her nose and at a normal rate. We take deep breaths because we are trying to slow down our heart rates, becoming more and more relaxed. Once again, think of it as falling asleep while sitting upright. Now, once you have gotten yourself into a comfortable sitting position and you are breathing correctly and slowing your heart rate down, then becomes one of the biggest obstacles to meditating properly, and that is focusing on your breath and trying your best not to get lost inside of your mind and thoughts. Many humans have such a hard time meditating properly because they don't understand that they are slaves to their minds. They haven't found the off button. And instead of closing their eyes and enjoying the act of being present, instead of, enjoying the birds chirping, the trees rustling, the sound of the water, the sound of the animals playing, the sound of their breathing, and every breath that they take, every inhale and exhale. Instead, they hear none of that because everything is drowned out by the thoughts in their mind. They can't turn it off. The mind cannot remain in control without time, which is the past and future. Meditation is the act of focusing on the now. focusing on the present moment. The mind ensures that it remains in control by continuously covering up the present moment with past and future. Think about a classroom where a teacher is teaching, all the students are sitting in the desk, but there's that one student in the back of the class who is zoned out. What do we say? We say he's lost in his mind. He's trapped within his thoughts. He's either thinking about the past or the future, because he definitely isn't living in the present moment right now. He's zoned out. He isn't listening to the teacher. He's either thinking about the past. Maybe he sent a text to his crush this morning and he's thinking about it right now because she still hasn't replied. Or maybe he's thinking about the future because he's afraid of what his parents are going to say because he scratched the car on the way to school today. See, him thinking about the past or the future, him living in his mind, which is inseparable from time, is keeping him from the infinite present, from the present moment, from living in the now. And you know the teacher is going to call on him because the teacher always calls on the kid who was zoned out. He may be the star student, he may be the top of the class, but when the teacher asks him a question about what he was just teaching, the student now doesn't know the answer, because your true nature becomes obscured by the mind. He was a star student. Maybe there's a new kid in the class and he sees this. Maybe he's gonna think, oh, this kid doesn't know what he's talking about, when in fact that child was just lost in his mind and it obscured his true nature. So you ask, how do you stop creating time? You have to realize deeply that the present moment is all you ever have. Imagine the earth without human life, inhabited only by plants and animals. Would it still have a past and future? The question, what time is it, or what's the date today, would be meaningless. If you ask that squirrel, what time is it? The squirrel would look at you crazy and say, what time? Well, of course, the time is now. What else is there? Because there is no other time than the present moment. So always say yes to the present moment. Surrender to the present moment. Because what could be more insane than to create resistance to something that already is? What could be more insane than to oppose life itself, which is now and always now? Surrender to what is. Say yes to life and see how life suddenly starts working for you rather than against you. If you enjoyed this video, if you feel more enlightened after watching this video, if you learned something from watching this video, all I ask is that you like this video. I do not want your money. I just want your like button to be blue. Comment any questions or material you want me to cover in the next meditation video. I will still be doing the meditation Q&As, so comment questions, DM me on Instagram, DM me on Twitter, and your question will make it in the next meditation Q&A video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.